In this segment, we're going to talk about venting an ultra gas boiler. On the top of the boiler, on the left side of the boiler is the fresh air intake. On the right side of the boiler is the exhaust. Depending on the size of the boiler, this can be 3-inch stainless steel or 4-inch stainless steel leaving the boiler. As soon as you leave the top of the boiler, you can convert this to PVC. And your vent runs can be 100 feet on the exhaust, 100 feet on the intake, including 2 elbows. So 100 feet plus 2 elbows. If you need to add additional elbows, an elbow is worth 7 feet of run. So as you start to add elbows, just start subtracting 7 feet from your run. The boiler comes from the factory with a termination kit. The termination kit is set up for sealed combustion. So what you'll do is there's a galvanized piece for inside the home, a stainless steel piece for outside the home, and then this plastic cover goes over the stainless steel piece on the exterior portion of the home. On the back side, your fresh air would tuck right up against these 3 tabs. Your exhaust would tuck right into this. There are grooves cut all the way around the PVC. This is where the fresh air will go in, be picked up by the fresh air pipe, and brought into the boiler. And that's going to dump into the jacketed area of the boiler, and then the boiler will take the air it needs for combustion, mix it, and create flame in the heat exchanger, and then come out of the exhaust to the exterior portion of the home. This can be vented sidewall or through the roof. If you're going to go through the roof and you want to go through with just 1 penetration, we have a concentric kit. The concentric kit is approved in 3-inch and 4-inch. This can be used through the roof or through the side of the building, either or. And this may alter some of your vent length runs, so it's always best to check the manual and make sure that your vent length runs work with the concentric termination. The boiler can be vented in 2, 3, and 4-inch depending on the size of the boiler and depending on the length of your run. So it's always best to check the manual, make sure you have the correct size PVC and the correct vent runs with elbows. One thing venting with PVC, it cannot be cellular foam core PVC. Okay, just use your standard PVC. It can be ABS. There's other materials in the manual that you can use, but most common what we see in the field is PVC venting. The boiler is also approved for direct exhaust. And what we mean by direct exhaust means you can take 1 pipe, just put it on the exhaust port of the boiler, and you can either run it out through the side of the building or you can run it up through the roof of the building. And you're going to take the room air and utilize that for combustion. So the boiler is capable of direct venting or direct exhaust. And no matter which way you vent it, it's still going to be using PVC, non-cellular foam core to vent the boiler.